Saying hello to the big stage. This local band is getting ready to perform at Coachella Fest Week 2.
You both were at
It's
work.
half fear, half excitement, half exhaustion, half energy. I had to take a knee when I was given the news.
Yeah, he called me and
That's the douchiest fucking answer.
I did take it. More than a year ago, and have already been voted best local band in a local publication.
Oh,
We're
right
new
on.
kids on the block here. Musically.
Hey man, we're like new kids on the block.
You heard of that?
We're like the new kids on the block.
I meant it the figure of speech, New Kids on the Block, not the fucking group.
Hey, what's wrong with new kids on the
The
block?
front man
Nothing.
of
The right
local
stuff. The
band
right stuff is the
already
shit.
played
I know,
last
right?
weekend at Coachella.
Fuck,
Coachella
you guys should do a
was
cover.
awesome. I mean,
So this
growing
is
up here
this is the
and
guy from a
being
band
excited
Brightner
about the
that
festival
played
for
week one, and he
9
actually
years ago.
co-produced the
And
record
then
with
just
us. He
Right,
played
I saw his
keys.
name on
You'll
there.
experience
Nice.
it again this weekend, playing keyboard for the Flusters.
I'll be back for weekend 2, same stage. Really excited, different
Yeah.
band.
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
So listen up, as local musicians,
Yeah,
the
it
Flusters,
really
take the
does.
stage.
And we had like
Probably
just
the most
moved into
moving
this
experience.
practice space.
Everything looks so different now.
Yeah, it's more lived in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's much
broken
more
in.
homely.
Yeah.
And our gratitude, maybe.
So how long you guys been playing together?
Wow.
How long have we been like?
And the whole band? Or us?
Like with like
I
with
think
me
we should.
at
I
it,
think
or-
we should just like start it like that. Like we should answer that question. Like
Well, when did you meet?
we met 3 years ago. Probably.
3 years?
We met.
3 years ago.
No.
4
You and I
years
have
ago.
known each other for
No, we've known
a
each other
long
like 4
time.
years, not 3 years.
We've known each other
Yeah,
for
3 years,
how
3.5
long?
years.
7? We've known each other for like 8 or 9.
Both Mario and I grew up in the Coachella Valley, so our high school bands like played shows together and everything.
Yeah.
So we've known each other since like high school.
All
and
right.
everything. So
we
we're-
also the band started with us two. Were I guess would be considered the original members, and then these two came later on when we had to let go of some members and some positions shifted, and now it's the solid unit that you see today.
All right. So who's from New Jersey? That's you? And how'd you get out here?
I was living in Philly, and I was playing music in Philly, and I just needed to get out of that area. I just was like kind of doing like the like half in, half out. Like let me bartend at night and or bartend and play music. And can somebody hit that low battery thing on there, Some Mario? Does that affect it? No.
No.
I don't know.
Anyway, sorry.
It wastes your battery telling you that you have a low battery.
Yeah.
Irony.
But like I just wasn't living the life that I wanted to live. It was just like like I was doing the bartender life, doing the musician, like the city musician thing, just kind of like playing open mics or playing events. And I toured with a band when I was in Philly, and I just really I don't know, dude. I wasn't reaching the goals that I wanted to reach. I just couldn't figure it out. So I just kind of came out west and with really pretty much nothing, and I ended up in the Coachella Valley one way or another, and then met this guy at an event. And
did you know people out here? Or you just
I
went for it?
Did not know people.
Wow.
So
Yeah, we
man.
were actually both in the same boat with that situation. We both moved out here knowing nobody
Wow.
and started over from nothing.
Right. Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah, rebuilt everything.
And you're from New Orleans?
Yeah, I mean, I'm originally from Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
My family's from New Orleans. I grew up in between Jackson and New Orleans. And
Okay, I can hear your accent now.
Yeah.
Right on. Right on. Yeah, I got family from like Georgia, Alabama.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been here so long. I'm a Westerner now.
I kind of feel the same way.
We're both from,
Well, I was born in Washington. I was born in Seattle. And
Okay.
then I moved to the Coachella Valley when I was about 7. So I pretty much lived there a majority of my life.
Yeah,
So
7.
Yeah, and then
I was born in El Centro and then I moved to the valley.
Where's El Centro?
It's actually closer to the border. It's like right next to Calexico. It's
Oh,
like
all right.
a super like shitty little town, you know. It's like it's,
Derek's all about Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves it down there.
Yeah. It's I mean it's nice. It's been nicer in the past, but yeah. But no, then I moved to the valley and technically I'm the one that's been the longest, right?
pretty much.
Since 92. 92. I've been up in
92?
the valley, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I graduated in 1991 from high school.
Oh shit!
Right, right. So yeah. So what brought you to Merced then?
This was the first stop on our omni-frequency tour. Our management, Sherpa Music Management, set us up with a string of shows starting in Merced, going up through Reading, 2 nights in Truckee, which is North Tahoe. We're going to shoot over to San Francisco, and then we're going to round out our little mini tour in LA.
All right.
And we hope to maybe pop in and squeeze in a 7th show. Who knows? It might be something opportunistic in the greater LA area on our way back, or we might do a little pop-up homecoming show in the Valley. We're not really sure yet, but that's what kind of brought us here.
Or we might go skiing.
We might go skiing. Well, we can still do that because there's still another day. So
Yeah, you can do
That's
both.
most likely what
we're essentially
gonna
doing though 6 shows, 6 days.
Skiers or snowboard?
I ski just because
Ski.
I don't want to. I don't want to like fall on my wrists for 3 days straight, just because with the playing
don't
and
fall.
everything. Yeah, well,
do.
that's
Yeah,
kind of part of it. He's
Yeah.
already injured himself once, Mr. Hotshot over here.
twice actually. My knee and then my shower. I had a big glass shower door that fell on me like
Oh no.
about maybe a month and a half ago.
Yeah, and he sent us the picture, and it was this wide open wound, and it was a day before we were playing the big Palm Springs International Film Festival after party. So he was like fresh off this freaking.
After this show, it was like
Injured.
bleeding from the band into my
Nice.
white shirt.
Yeah, it was pretty rock and roll.
Yeah, that's rock and roll,
It
dude.
was, it was
Yeah.
hardcore.
The meme was funny too.
Oh yeah, I made a good meme that I'll send you.
Oh, all right.
Always,
Yeah,
always.
I'd love to see
But yeah,
that.
it's been great, man. You know, Merced, we can't thank enough our friends Dante and company over there. At,
And last night was incredible.
yeah, it was awesome.
Did you guys see his video that he made from last night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw part of it.
Yeah, I saw it. It showed up. Dante went live,
Yeah, went live.
right?
Yeah, but it was the reception was great. It was really
I liked it. It looked good.
we couldn't ask for a better launch to our tour.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You know, well, technically our tour launched locally
Okay.
at the Saguaro in Palm Springs.
Saguaro?
Yeah, that was 2 days before. That was 2 days ago, right? 3 days ago.
No,
Saturday.
Saturday. It was last
Yeah.
Saturday, so we wanted to name a local.
Okay.
We wanted a local destination on our tour bill because
Okay.
it was, we love to show the Coachella Valley all the love we can. So we kind of use that as our tour launch. So this is technically our second stop,
Second
but
day,
this is our
right.
first like out of valley
Right.
show in a while, and it was nice to. Mario was saying something really cool in the car we were talking
Oh
about.
yeah, no, I was just like saying, like, when you're in the valley, you have people that like you, because they're your friends, they're your friends' friends, so they don't want to be like, oh yeah, they're all right, they're like, oh yeah, they're cool, so you have
Right.
that whole like friendly kind of thing going on, and then you get people that like you, because you're popular now, and they're like, oh, we like them because they're popular, and people that don't like you because you're popular now, so it's nice to be going out of the valley, and like talking to people that like you for the music and not just like
Right.
based on your popularity or if they're your friends, because they don't know you, they don't have to tell you they like your band, and when they
Right.
tell you like, dude, we really like the music, you guys sounded really good, and you're like, wow,
Yeah,
like,
it's
really, like,
it's
a thing.
amazing to get that kind of reception. Like after you play and people are just like, you get the kind of reception that we get back home
Yeah.
in the valley. Like it's just like it's real amazing.
Yeah, it's cool here. These kids here are just dying for some sort of scene. I was saying that earlier. Just because it's kind of the same bands doing the same sort of stuff over and over again. So it's really nice to get a new
something
fresh
fresh.
band.
I think that's in every home. I think that's every hometown. Like like the Coachella Valley is definitely rich with acts, artists, and there's definitely a shuffle and a rotation of local bands. And as much as I love to call the Valley home, or we love to call the Valley home, as far as the home of the Flusters, where we're based out of, we don't really want to be considered a local band just because we have a much broader view and vision for our music and for our act, and we're very excited to just beta test our effect on places other than the valley. I mean, this has been.
We got a real good test last night.
Yeah, we got a really good test last night.
Yeah, that's cool.
And again, like I think that like, most local bands, it'd be nice for everyone to kind of venture out and spread the. There's a ton of talent in the Coachella Valley, and I wish everybody would find a way to piece together tours. I mean, I know they're not the easiest thing, they're not the cheapest thing, right. But we had a vision from very early on that like we want to be able to fund and support and logistically work out as much of this as possible, and our management
and we have been able to.
Yeah, we have absolutely
100% been able to do it.
And I guess my long game point with what I'm saying is that like we get that in the Coachella Valley too. Like there definitely are the same bands, and it's not a negative thing. It's just that it's a scene, and it's a revolving door of local bands that play. And you have your original bands, you have your cover bands, but
and people trying to make money,
right,
people
of course.
playing for rent,
playing for rent, right? So you're going to see them very constantly playing locally. And it's
right,
like it's kind of like like we equate it to like we personally as an act don't want to become an episode of Seinfeld where it's like, well, it's okay. I'll miss it this week. I'll catch it tomorrow. Don't worry. There'll be somewhere.
Right.
We want to make it special every time.
It's an incredible amount of energy that goes into what we present as a band at a live show, and we've got some critique last night on that. It was like you guys, you can tell you put a whole lot of energy into what you do. Like your live show is worlds away from even that video. This girl was telling me, she was like, that video at the Windmills doesn't even for 1 second do you justice as like what you present live. Well, and it's like,
what was that song called?
Little Mexico.
Little Mexico. I mean, just because it doesn't portray like who you are as a band, does it sort of convey the idea of the song that you're getting across?
The thing is, though, it actually does.
Yeah. No, it does.
Yeah, so
she just thought we were much more intense.
Our live show's different.
Oh, I absolutely.
Our live show's different from our EP.
It's true. Like we're still learning how to like the thing is like people will look at like something like that and be like, oh, they're so intense live. But like here's the thing, like that's with our music blaring around. Like it's like to shoot and capture true art like via like video, like right. you need to kind of invoke that spirit in the artist, right, so that absolutely. You can draw out that performance. Like right. listening to like our track through like headphones out in the middle of the desert in the middle of the sun is not going to produce the same result because we're not invoking the same spirit that right, we get that when we're on stage. Like I really want the opportunity to be able to shoot a video where it is recorded with nice HD cameras and perfect lighting. What comes out of us?
No shit.
Well, not with HD, just with regular whatever cameras.
Right.
Forget the HD.
But something good.
No. I feel you though, man.
It has to be HD. Okay, I would love to be 4K. Able to have that captured.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I've directed and edited some music videos, and it was probably about 5 or 6 years ago, and the idea I was using was to shoot the whole video on cameras, from your phones and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, it didn't really work out all that great, but
it's just this sterile, strange thing. Like I looked at that video and I'm like, that's not really us. Like it is in a way. It's us. It's right. us. But it's like I wish we would have had a little more time to, really, get it going. Our friends Trish and Mose LaPina, they shot it for us, and Solid Sound Gig Bags kind of sponsored it, and we had only one shoot and one day to do it, and within the time and the resources that we were given, it's an excellent, well mastered.
It was shot, edited, produced and done within 24 hours, the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
And there were some stipulations, like you had to have a desk in the shop. They wanted a single, kind of like a...
I like the desk.
Yeah, no, the desk is great.
Because it's a tiny desk, right?
Yeah. But I guess my point with this whole thing is that girl got me thinking last night. It's like, I do want to capture what we do on stage. And this kind of does, but it's like... Oh, man, I just want the opportunity to invoke that energy and that's like that kind of like this dark, sultry kind of thing that we have going on. This smoky, kind of weird, sexy. She was like giving me this whole cool description. I wish I would have recorded it.
The thing is, we could probably do like a live album. I mean,
Well, no, I'm talking about more like a music video. You know, like an actual music video that captures what we actually like. What actually
Comes out.
captivates people when we play live.
Yeah.
You know, and it has a lot to do with the smoke and the lights and like the. You know.
Well, yeah, and I mean, the only way you're really gonna do that is to do an actual live video. You know, I mean,
And we have them. We have balcony TV.
unless you guys are really good actors, you know, that's always a factor.
I mean, that being said, I'm not giving this enough justice. I mean, this is great. This is a great video that, and we're throwing down some dance moves for sure.
Yeah, we still get down.
Yeah, we still get down.
No, I mean, I totally feel what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, in aesthetically, this does communicate what we are. Like, we're a spacey kind of vibey, surfy kind of band from the desert. That
Right.
you know, this is our valley. That's what we look like. That's what our stage presentation is much like as far as visuals go.
Right.
Where we stand.
You know, where we stand. How. So it's like this is a fairly good representation of us. You know, for Tiny Desk. You know. Everybody wishes they had more time to do everything that they've ever done.
Of course.
So.
And then you could always find flaws if you watch it a million times.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
and we don't want to be fault finders. We want to be grateful that we had this opportunity and that these amazing, talented people came to us with this idea, and they pulled it off. You know, they really did. It was really I can't thank them enough for getting this pulled together in the time that they did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, just to have any video, I mean, did you guys have to put in to have this done, or this was sponsored?
This was sponsored.
Yeah,
this was
so
completely
that's- you know
sponsored.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
like we
Like-
can't complain, dude. Like
Yeah,
they did a
no,
great job.
no,
like you know.
no. But I hear what you're saying. It just, you know, it just doesn't really capture what the whole entire vibe of the band is.
No, of course not.
You know.
You can't
But see, but
expect,
that
you can't
takes-
expect
that-
that from a music video
Exactly.
anyway.
But you
Yeah,
can, because,
exactly.
but if it just takes. You
It
can
takes
get
the
it.
right song though too.
Yeah, it takes the right song, but it also takes the right mood. Like before really good A-list actors walk on the screen, there is hours of very tiring preparation. You know what I mean? Like acting is work, dude. I've done
Well, I
it,
don't. Yeah, it
you
depends.
know? Like
It depends. I mean, I heard the story of Tom Cruise one time, and he told him don't hit me up until you're ready. And so when they knock on his door, he runs from where he is to the set, straight full sprint runs, and he's like, "All right, I'm ready." You know. So who knows what the hell he's doing until then? You know, he could be playing Xbox, dude.
That's
probably what I'd be doing.
It depends on the character, I would suppose. 'Cause
Yeah.
some people like to stay in character the whole entire time that they're shooting.
He's just playing like.
That was an
Far
interesting
Cry The
choice.
entire time.
Yeah, I just think that like you know, there's a couple music videos that I refer to when I think of this. There's really one main one. This artist Alex Cameron, he's got this video called "Take Care of Business," and it's just this energy is like really. It's just like hauntingly awesome. The whole video is just so good, and really what it is that captivates me about that.
Oops. Like that?
Take Care of Business. It's a couple down, and that's it, the top one.
And so you like the vibe that
Yes,
was
I mean,
captured
like
there.
I'm not saying that I would want to bite off of this, but I certainly would want this amount of intensity out of a real shoot that we would give. Like, you know what I mean? And you know, and that being said, like the other video that we did out in the desert was like, it wasn't that many takes. Like we just ripped through a couple takes and we got what we needed to get within the light allotment that we had. And
Sure.
it was like, all right,
Like
let's call it
4
a day.
hours.
We had to go to a gig right after,
nice.
you know? So it was like,
And we caught the best part of the sun too. We really did.
Yeah.
And it was the very last 30 minutes.
Yeah. I like the sounds he's got going.
no, this dude's rad.
Yeah, nice.
This is just so vibey, and he uses the same mic that we do.
That's him.
Yeah.
But see, he's getting intense right there. You
That's
know,
what I'm saying, dude.
Like
You just keep watching though.
Yeah.
It also helps that he looks kind of like a.
Like a gangster.
He looks like
you could
a.
say that. You could
He looks
say,
like Bowie right there.
But there's something about the video that's kind of weird
lighting.
and scary, but cool and just
Yeah.
interesting. You know, it's minimalist. Like we actually definitely pride ourselves on like a minimalist approach to our aesthetic.
Right. Oh yeah, that's easy. Look, I mean, it's
Simple
just
but beautiful.
yeah.
It's real
Yes, I
easy.
mean, again, like that's what I think. Like a lot of really good art to me is like, especially the video-based stuff, like video-based installments. Like, you know, another conversation that came up last night after our show is like, you know, we try to do more than just play music. Like we want to turn our show into much of an art installment as we can. You know, like we'll burn
Right.
like incenses and like we'll do the. It's
Fill
a
all
whole
your
audio
senses.
visual
Oh.
like scent-based experience. Like
No,
because,
that's
like,
great.
It all
Yeah.
like we try to curate a mood from everybody, and at least like if you don't even understand what the mood is, like you're in it, you're in our world. Like, you
Right.
click in, you click.
It'll
out.
give you something to remember the next time you see us.
You know.
So do you guys like purposely design your sets to sort of
Yes.
capture a sort of? And so do you modify the set from show to show? Yeah.
Well,
No.
I mean, as
You mean
far
the set
as
list?
far as
The
the
music?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
we have a sequence to it.
yeah.
Which we have to actually work to fuse.
Huge fan of that. Dante doesn't like that. Me and him argue about that.
No, we do. There's a sequence because we do medley based. We tie stuff like
Yeah.
if you listen to that, it's
right.
all tied together.
Okay. And so,
The next one we'll finish that.
but you've rearranged the set different than
Yes,
what's on
yes,
there.
it
Yeah.
works because we've got 5 or 6 other songs that we. That's only an EP. There's like 5 tracks on that, and there's 2 interludes, 2 Moog Mother interludes on there, like some analogs and
Nice.
yeah. So, but we have some more seaming to do with our set.
Yeah, of course.
Because we have our first 3 songs we open up and they're seamless. Then we obviously take a tuning break and a kind of a talking break, and then we kind of go into some other stuff that I really want to work on seamlessly. 3 song bursts of seamless songs. I really like the way that
Right.
like that goes. I really think that's cool.
Yeah, I like for any silence to be completely planned. That's
I
that's
agree.
how
I agree
you know
with
what I
that.
mean?
Yeah,
And so
definitely.
yeah, like don't that dead space to where everyone's going. Okay, what's happening now? You know? Yeah.
Don't give
Yeah,
somebody
like,
time to
and I
think
don't.
about
I don't
what's gonna
even
happen
want.
next.
I don't even. I want to get to the point where, like, right now we'll address the crowd and we'll do some stuff. But like, I want to even try out a model of where there's no fifth wall broken at all.
All
You
right.
know, there's just not. Like, you know, like it's just a show. It's
Okay.
just a show, and you're watching us up there, and we have a sequence, and we just, and you know, and it might work and it might not, but you know,
Right.
I really like putting theater into stuff, like, and
Yeah, that's great.
you know, like
Yeah.
Make it a real show.
yeah, like
Right.
you know,
Don't
like
just half-ass it.
Just or
Right.
I mean, or not even, you know, just try it a different way. Like do it a little, just try to slice it a little bit differently and try to approach it from a different frame of thought. Like, hey, how's everybody doing? Tip your bartender. Like that doesn't necessarily need to be said. Like, you know what I
No.
mean? Like you don't really need to say anything. Like they know who you are. It says it right on our drum head. Like you can that degree of mystique, at least during the live show, I think is really cool. You know, and then after the show, you catch us at our merch table, and then we become like the guys that you can relate to. And,
Right.
You know,
Have you heard the band that me and Dante are in, The Echoing?
the echoing.
Yeah,
No.
it's called The Echoing.
No.
It's like a real sort of dark, gothy sort of thing.
Cool.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she said that at one of our shows, and I was like, the hell are you doing? We're not a tip your bartender kind of band, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
no, dark, mysterious. Don't talk to those people, you know?
Right.
Kind of make them, you know, a little nervous to talk to you after the show.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, that's good, especially for that sort of band, because it is a show and it's a presentation, and you want people to wonder, is that them or is that not them? You know, and for that particular application, for the, you know, what we were doing, it was really dark, and so I want, you know, it's just that mysterious sort of thing. I think you guys are more approachable than that, though. You know,
I think so-
Yeah,
I
we
think so
are
too.
for
Yeah.
sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I just like the wheels are always
Most
turning with
definitely.
us for
Yeah.
like as far as like
definitely
how
the
can
music,
how
too.
can we
Yeah.
improve our show? It's all about our show. you
Yeah, and
know?
we're always trying to make it better at all times.
Right.
How can we improve?
Cool,
And that never stops, and it never will.
right? So, do you guys, like, now that you're on tour, do you practice in between, or is it just all shows?
Well, we're gonna do this tour. We're gonna do one album release for our friends Cakes and Brains, who are a local band from the Valley, and at the end of the month, and then we are going to kind of shut off from live shows and get into pre-production for EP number 2.
Oh, nice.
Super excited to get that out.
Yeah.
No, but there's no practice like right now. While we're
No
on
practice?
tour. While
No.
we're on tour now.
Now let's go to the town.
Well, I mean,
get to
we're
the
playing
show.
shows every night.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah, it's a
Kinda
show every
like
night.
One,
It's
one
a-
show's the practice
it's
for
also
the
the
next
show.
show. And the practice for
Exactly.
the next show.
So, but I mean, as far as making those adjustments to the set, are you guys?
Oh, yeah.
That won't happen until after the tour. I mean, and
Yeah.
that'll really be what that will be in preparation for. We play a big show every year in between Coachella's week
Okay.
1 and 2. We call
Okay.
it the in betweener,
All right.
and that's going to be
Tradition
our
started last
next
year.
big.
Okay, cool.
That's going to be our next big show locally from our hometown,
All right.
and we'd like to maybe make some adjustments for that to kind of tighten that up and improve that a little bit. But then really after that, I would almost want to go dark, pretty much dark again,
Yeah.
less private events before our second release, which will probably do exactly a year from when it was before. If we're being realistic about it,
Right.
we'll probably do another October 1 release if we're really.
Yeah.
You know,
October. That's a good one.
It gives us. I mean, this one was on October 1. We'll probably do the other one on October 1. We'll try to do it exactly a year later. Would be kind of cool.
All right. Where do you guys record at?
Well,
Ready mix.
That was done.
that
for
was
Ready
done
Mix.
at Ready Mix in North Hollywood. Our next one's going to be at NY. NY.
You know what? I have a wallet with their business card.
Yeah.
So let me pull it.
Our
clutch.
Sherpa, our management, set us up with a great space for a great price. Someone they work with. He's a
D Hussey.
B Hussey. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a very talented producer, mixer, and
Yeah, he just
recording.
won a Latin Grammy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
So, how do you guys fund this yourself, or? Yeah.
Yeah, we
always have.
we pretty much fund everything we do,
Right.
from playing shows, selling merch.
Never mind.
You know,
Like two upside down.
yeah, we try to be self-sufficient and kind of a self-perpetuating kind of act.
Right.
You know, we don't. The thing that we're really proud of too is that like we're as members, we're not slicing up the money that we make. Like it all goes into to the commonwealth of the band. It's all
Right.
Flusters money. It's not Doug, Danny, Mario, or Perry's money. It's
All right.
it's our money for shows. So like we get to
Travel
now
money.
travel and go on
Hotel
tour.
money, food money,
Right.
Yeah, nobody
Right.
pays out of
recording
pocket
money.
for any of that.
Right. That's awesome.
The CP was made with money that we saved playing music.
Oh, all right. Awesome.
You know, like
Yeah, that's
In
not,
our own music. We're not that we save playing like Brown Eyed Girl to a bunch of people
yeah,
drinking
playing
fucking
our own songs.
you know,
Right.
whatever.
I've never played in a cover band. That's always been weird to
God.
me. I'm like, what?
No,
Right.
no, it's not. It's for,
Jukebox?
it's just for
iPod?
There's levels of cover that are cool, and there's
Oh, yeah,
definitely
absolutely.
there's definitely a market for it, and there's a lot of very talented working musicians that we know and are friends with that have
Right.
a great career from playing covers. It's just that when I think
That's true.
it's just what kind of artist are you? You're a player or you're a writer. Some people are both.
Right.
But you have your players. You have got your session guys that are in there, and they're just proficient out the eyeballs.
Which is, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And none of us are that. We are
Right.
we are writers. We're a lot
Right.
more simple. Our proficiency level is not anywhere near those types of players. None of us are really. He's classically trained, but none of the other of us. What am I trying to say? None of us are. What is it?
Correct. That's
No.
The rest of us.
there's only one
The
of us
rest
who's
of us
classically
are not.
trained.
Yeah. You got to do the Porky Pig.
Although
The rest of us-
like for 2 years, like I studied the violin like from it was very early on though. Like just the first instrument I ever learned
Yeah.
was the violin.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I learned piano
Me too.
first. And then
That's my next one.
and then I just always wanted to play guitar. So I was
Yeah,
taking
my
piano
girlfriend's
lessons. hating
taking.
it.
She's starting to take lessons right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have her
She's starting
teach.
to
I'm
take
gonna have her
lessons.
teach me.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
She's either a,
Yeah.
a pianist or a massage therapist.
The Bugs Bunny like.
Oh, that's great. So you're off to Reading.
Yeah, we're
tonight?
actually going to leave right after we're done this interview.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's a long drive.
take a pee in your toilet and hit the road. Just to be thorough with
Yeah.
you. That's what the plan is.
Yeah, I don't think they'd like
In
it if you did
sequence.
it outside.
No borders.
Yeah. No, it's good.
No, but yeah, we like this town. We
Yeah,
liked
it's been
we liked
great.
Huang. What was it called?
Hunan.
Hunan.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
Oh, you went to the
How long
human
was it?
restaurant.
The human. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
the
interesting.
human.
It
Please
was,
don't tell us anything about that.
Oh,
The food was good, but it was we definitely felt
it's like a house.
Yeah, we definitely felt a little funny afterwards, but it was very good.
It
was
tasted
delicious.
great.
Yeah.
But it jacked our stomachs.
The
a little
mystery
bit.
meat. Yeah.
Not me. That was good.
No, I used
They
to.
told
It
me
had
it
a
was
good
pork. I
taste
said
to
no, it wasn't.
I used to walk by there with my son, and I used to tell him it's the human restaurant. They serve humans. That's what barbecue humans.
That's where you go if you're a bad boy.
It's like that Green Inferno. Did you see that Eli Roth movie? That movie was so gnarly, dude.
Oh. Yeah, Soylent Green. There's always that classic.
Yeah.
It's made from people.
Yeah.
But I mean, would it be so bad? We got to do something with all those old people.
There you go. All right.
I mean,
right.
you might as well eat them.
No,
I
we're
love
gonna-
where this is headed. Let's unpack this.
people. Yeah, it should be legalized.
I mean, that's what we were talking about, right?
I mean, we just legalized weed, right? So
Yeah,
we
so
should
we
now
legalize
legalize eating
eating
people,
people.
right? I mean,
Cannabis, cannibalism.
Yeah, they both
Cannabis.
cannabis.
I
Those
like
cannab.
association. So what if somebody just cut their hand off and just gave it to you, and be like, "Here you go, homie,
I'd preserve it, dude.
I can't say I wouldn't try
Shit,
it.
man.
some barbecued hands."
I
I'd hand it to him.
Yeah.
I can't say.
I'd be like, here.
Oh, I'd pickle it.
I
said-
mean,
he
at
said
that
he
point,
wants you
would
to
you
have
feel
this.
obligated to like at least slice off a little piece?
I would
Like,
probably preserve it and high five it every day as I walked in my house.
I don't know, man. I sure don't know about
You
that.
could just like pickle it and then like.
I mean,
pickle.
if there was nothing else,
I would create the Run the Jewels logo with real human hands in my living room. Just
there it is.
hang it from like
That's legit.
Just like hang it from fishing like monofilament line.
Like, yeah, this is what we're doing
So
now.
it's just
right? Yeah, just cutting the hands off.
Yeah.
Yeah, putting them in
It's okay.
pickle jars.
If you're not okay with it, that's fine.
Right?
That's okay.
you do you.
Legislation, Donald Trump, man. I mean, we could get him. Do you think we could
It's
get
not
him
the
to do
worst.
it?
It's not the worst thing to be offended.
No. You know what happens when you're offended?
Yes,
Nothing.
unfortunately.
Nothing happens. Absolutely nothing.
It's like that Australian
you write,
comedian.
You write a
Yeah.
you write a Facebook.
Oh, I stole that
You write
from
a
him.
real passionate
offended.
Facebook post.
So what?
Okay. Yeah, people act like it's a criminal offense to be offended.
I know they do.
No, it's
People,
great.
it's like, well, I'm offended.
And this is not okay. It's
What?
not okay for me to. I mean,
No.
I really don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
really,
funny.
really
That's funny.
pay attention to
Well,
that.
I think that it's like I think that a lot of these types of things get perpetuated because there is unneeded levels of importance attached to these things because of social media. So it's I'm offended about so and so. Oh, 95 posts, some in support, some in opposing. But what it does is it puts power in these classically or historically trivial things. It's like it used to just be a matter of fact thing. Oh, I'm offended. It's like, oh, it's okay. Oh, yeah, I get it. Blah, blah, blah. Move on. But
Right.
now you see these things get etched in stone because they get digitally time-stamped and everybody can look at them and everybody can refer back to this 9 out of 10 times very emotionally driven statement that was made online. There's comments on it. People's pictures are next to the comments. People's names are there. You click on their picture. It's a picture of their family. It's just
Right.
like it's unbelievable what gets attached to just this emotionally driven matter-of-fact I'm offended statement that always was something that you would just say in an elevator and then both people would forget about
And it'd
it.
be over.
Oh, it used to be hilarious. Yeah, before the internet, I actually remember a time before the
I
internet.
do too.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I think
Yeah.
we
It
were
was
like
we were
three,
pretty much one of the last generation.
I mean, you're 31, 30?
I'm 30. He's 31.
No, I'm 33. Dude.
33.
25.
Yeah.
I'm about to be 34.
Jesus
I grew up in
Christ.
the dawn of the internet, so
Yeah.
I got
Were they
4
from-
decades under my belt.
I'm a 90s.
Yeah.
shit.
Born
I
at the top of
remember the
90s.
80s, dude.
Yeah, I remember the tail end. Like I remember
Yeah.
like the Pee Wee's
I do too.
Playhouse 80s.
Oh, right. Yeah. I remember.
I was part of that era.
Okay.
You were part of like Star Wars early 80s. Like
I remember Empire Strikes Back in the movie theater. The first one I didn't really pay attention to. I was more of a
Sick.
G.I. Joe. I still got my G.I. Joe.
I was big
toys
G.I.
over
Joe.
there.
I was a big G.I. Joe fan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I
That
got
was
the
the toy
hovercraft over there. I got the Dragonfly.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. I didn't manage to keep any of the figures, but just the big, whatever. They're still there. Yeah, what's left after
tell me is like the most exciting part as a kid playing with GI Joes is the fighting them on like what would be perceived as like a high dangerous ledge.
But it's the bathtub.
Yeah, but it's like, so this edge right here would be, that's a death drop for so like whoever loses that fight,
And to watch it fall,
they're
is just,
falling
like,
to
the
their
best
death.
thing.
I mean, that's it. They're done. But it's like the danger. It's like the danger from the shelf. It's like, oh man, they're fighting on the edge.
I always tried to
win?
Get the string across and try to get them to slide on the string. You know?
But most of them just say
things to
just
keep
stop.
them balanced.
Oh yeah, they just fall
like
off.
swing off. And you hit
Yeah.
them right at that hook.
But now
It was never
it's
as-
like you can program your flight pattern into like a drone, and it's like
Yeah.
you know, it's like
follow
it's like
you.
track you. It's like hovering over you. Like, what would you like to do today?
Yeah, I got a phone. I got a drone in there. I can control with my phone.
Yeah,
see?
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
If I ever have kids one day, dude, my brother just had his first son, and I'm like, dude, wait till he gets to the age where like he's wanting to like play with shit that you want to play with.
Dude.
Like that's the rad part about being a
Oh,
dad.
you
like,
want a PlayStation?
You guys,
only if you're good. You're like a Nerf Wars.
It's like you've been playing it in the bedroom for like 8 months already.
right?
Dude, like,
He
yeah.
doesn't even know you have it.
Do you guys are all childless? None of you guys have kids? Oh, dude,
None that we know of.
dude, it's a trip. I have a 14-year-old son. He's 6'5".
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
Holy shit.
right?
He's like a kid.
He plays basketball?
No.
Shit.
He actually gets. No, he's a nerd, dude. He's he wanted a
cool.
gaming computer for Christmas.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that was
Kicking ass
expensive.
online.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
Ain't
A lot
nothing
of people
wrong
are gamers.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, he's
he is.
played 2600, Nintendo 64,
Nice.
all the way up.
man.
Yeah, he's played all the consoles.
Yeah, that's funny. No, it's like you have to like if you have like a gamer dad, it's like you will beat a game from every console before you level up to the next.
Oh, yeah.
starting
Yep.
with
Oh,
Atari.
is it
Yeah.
bad that I already wanted to do that? That was actually an idea.
Yeah.
No, that's so rad. Like you can't get the next console
No,
until you
I'm
beat a
starting
game
him off
from
on the console
Right.
I started on. And
Oh, yeah.
Then you can go to that. Then you can get it.
That is a cool
then you can get
idea,
it in
dude.
64.
That's kind of what I did to my son, right? And so as he got older, my ex-wife now, she complains like, "Oh, he just wants to play." I was like, "Dude, we raised him to be a gamer, you know."
He just wants to play Contra.
It is what it is.
Oh yeah, he's Mass Effect and Skyrim,
Oh, yeah.
all
all
that
the
shit.
goody new ones.
Yeah, I don't even know what he plays now. I mean,
Grand
he's
Theft
just Steam. He's just got Steam or whatever. the fuck
I
that
stay
is.
on Madden and
But she plays
NBA.
Overwatch.
I do not play. I just don't
Madden.
play video games. I don't.
No,
I cook.
Yeah, I was.
cook. Right on.
I cook. I play.
I was one of those kids.
I cook
I love-
too,
I don't.
but I get
don't
down
play.
on some Madden.
I don't.
I love
I'm trying to
cooking.
think of what I do in place of video games, but you know what it is. I pretty much work 2 jobs.
Oh really?
Like-
What do you work?
I'm a salesman during the day, and then anytime I'm not at work, I'm pretty much doing things for the band.
Oh right. On.
And I wouldn't consider it work, but in a way it is. It is work.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
we're,
Time spent, man.
And that's probably another really important thing that I think that I wanted to always like to get out when we talk about stuff like this. Is like there's some people, some
ahead.
groups, some artists that are really.
Have you seen this podcast before? No.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Oh. You're alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there's some artists I think that are okay with just kind of like, writing and producing and creating music and just kind of having it and just like whether it be physical or shared or however they have it, whether it's on LPs or discs and then like for us, it's like really what it is like we want to monetize what we're doing only so that we can do it more. And like everything we've done, it's always been this, well, dude, imagine if we had a budget. Because all we would do with a budget would be to put it more into this. Like it's not like, okay, let's go to Cabo with our money. Like we wouldn't do that. We're artists. We want to create.
Right.
Like we just want more money to create.
Already, all the money in our bank accounts goes to this anyway.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Why would the other money not go to this?
Yeah, and so it's just for us. It's like we want to find a way so that we can all just at least like pay down our bills. Live like
live comfortably.
live
so
comfortably,
to
and
where we
it's
can
not
still-
like it's not about rock stardom and all that shit. It's just like, dude, we just want to be able to have a fund so that we can create more music and
Right.
do what we do and really achieve the conceptual goal that we want to achieve as the Flusters.
Right. So what do you think about that paradigm? Like, people expect you to create this magnificent music for free, right? Like, once you start making money off it, they start fucking kind of judging you or whatever.
Oh, you sold
know.
out.
That's
Well,
been-
but that's fine. They can do that.
yeah,
They
that's
can
been
do
an
that because
interesting
it's
thing.
nothing but ignorance that creates that. It's
Right.
like, if you want to be ignorant to what this really takes and what it really is, like, just because I'm a musician doesn't mean that I don't have a Geico payment.
And we
Right,
don't, and we
right,
don't have
right.
a studio with bill like, I mean, like all kind of bills, and it costs us money to get our gear out of our place. Like,
Yeah, and it costs to buy that gear.
Yeah, we run
Yeah.
full spectrum sound when we do live shows. That
yeah,
backdrop, light,
and
smoke.
better than most clubs and bars.
Right.
Our gear.
No,
we
I
can-
yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, we just want to be able to, and the thing is, like, this is our motto is kind of like, we're gonna do it right or we're not gonna do it at all. Period.
There's no
Right.
point in
Right.
not doing
You
it.
know, we're not gonna
right way.
flounder around, and we're not gonna engineer our set down so that you can only pay us $100. We're just not gonna do it. It's okay.
Right.
We'd rather take that time, that 6-8 hours, and go into the studio and pre-produce.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Oh,
it's like, and it's not
absolutely.
that we're above it, we're not below it, we're not in between. It's just our goals. You know what I mean? We have goals, we have a vision, and that's the end game.
Right.
It's
It's
to
been that
get
way since
another
the
fucking
beginning.
EP out. You know?
That's legit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I fully agree
The
with
whole
that.
goal
Yeah.
was to
Prize.
make a record.
I actually think the bands that accept the lesser payment, we can just, we'll do it for drinks. I think that kind of hurts the music
It does.
scene.
Of course it does.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course
And it
it
makes
does.
it harder, that, like, we should be grateful that you just let us play. It's like,
Dude,
like, what?
there's value in what we do.
Absolutely.
What is not
Right.
made better with music? There's like very few things that aren't enhanced through music. I mean,
I
it's
can't
just,
think of
like-
nothing.
there's very
I
few.
think it's like you're in an airplane and it explodes.
I was
Like,
trying to
falling
think of
to the
something
ground,
real morbid, without even
But
that.
even
would-
then, like,
It'd
even
be
if
my
you were
heart
like a
rate.
mortician or something, you put on some Eric Satie, you're good.
Reservoir Dogs,
You know what I
dude.
mean?
Remember? Stuck in the middle with you? I
Exactly.
mean, without that song?
It's what I'm saying is like, and what's his name, Paul? I read a book about the just self-publishing and things like that. Wixon. He
You guys running on time?
Yeah, we got to hit the road by 1. But he talks about that you don't as a musician, do not devalue what you do.
Fuck no.
Like, you
Yeah,
cannot.
no,
there
absolutely.
has to
Yeah.
be, but there has to be a hive-minded approach to this. If local musicians and emerging artists are going to rise to the next level, you have to all believe in what you do. And if you don't believe in what you do, that's fine. But if you do, then understand and accept the fact that you should be compensated for creating something not only original but good. It's like you're
Absolutely.
doing double the work than a cover band,
Right.
because they're just learning what was already written. You're curating it from nothing. You're germinating it from a seed.
Making a whole show.
Right. No,
With an
absolutely.
entire
I couldn't
concept-
agree
like
with
an
you more.
entire conception.
There's
Yeah.
double the work included. And if
Right.
you just explain that to someone, or a venue or a promoter or someone that wants to book you, and say, well, this is why, they go, oh, I get it now. It's like,
Right.
and if they say fuck off,
Or
then
not.
fine.
Or not.
And if they
Or
don't,
like,
It's
no, I don't
absurd
get
that
it.
you would have to even try to explain that to somebody.
yeah, and I don't explain it unless
know?
I really think that there's value in explaining it. Like,
Right.
I want people to know that.
Right.
That's the way that we look at it. And that's the way that most artists with integrity do look at it.
Right,
You
absolutely.
know? And that's why, like, you look at something like our EP and our whole release, like, we commissioned like a dozen local artists, craftsmen, designers to help us bring this to fruition.
Yeah, that's
This
a
is
whole
great.
lot of local artists
Yeah, yeah.
in that right there.
I mean, it's our designs and everything, but,
Right.
like, we had the help of a lot of, like, really skilled people. And the thing was, it wasn't, yo, can you do this for free? It was, no, we're going to pay you. We want to help you monetize your skill because we think there's value in what you do.
Man,
So even if it's
Everybody
$100
gets
bucks,
paid.
Love that. Love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should get paid.
Everybody gets paid.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody eats.
Yeah, everybody needs to eat,
Yeah.
gas. And,
It's not. Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know,
I mean, you want to have kids someday and actually feed them too.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know?
For
No,
sure.
musicians can't have kids. All right. Well, I mean, you guys got to run soon,
Yeah,
so
man.
I guess I'll let you go. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Dude,
thank
Spend
you.
a little
dude.
time.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
no problem.
Just a quick plug. To check us out, theflusters.com is kind of a good conduit to kind of find out where you can research all of our resources, and of course we're spread across every digital MP3 music resource and all over the internet, so it's easy to find us. Just keyword search the Flusters.
Right.
It comes up very
And then
quick.
if anybody's actually listens to this, I'll put up some links so
Sure.
they can just
Thank
go
you.
ahead and
Shout
follow
out to
those.
you.
Like, you know, yeah.
Shout out to Sherpa Music Management for this.
yeah,
Really awesome. Yeah, setting up this tour for us.
Yeah, that's great.
And thank
Yeah.
you to you and
I appreciate
it was
it.
awesome.
Yeah,
Valley
thank
Underground.
Dante for hooking us up, man.
we love Merced. We'll
Yeah.
be back for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, last night was rad.
We'll eat at the Human Kitchen.
Yeah, if you guys come back through and you want to set up in the living room, do some live stuff.
That'd
you
be
know?
great. We'd love to.
That'd
That would
be
be
fun.
awesome.
You know?
But we'll probably
live
be
stream.
rolling out a promotional tour for our next EP. We'd love to come in and do like a little broke down session for you or
Cool.
something.
Yeah,
So-
we're trying to get some momentum with this stuff, so maybe
Right on.
we will be actually relevant by the time you guys come back.
Cool. All
Yeah.
right.
So, all right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
I gotta pee.
Can I do this now?